Friday, October 31st. Halloween night in Salem. The air crackles with excitement, and something darker. Pumpkins flicker, masks gleam, and laughter fills the streets. But beneath the sparkle of costumes and champagne, danger waits in the shadows. This is the night when masks fall, secrets unravel, and one legacy may rise again from the dead. By the time the clock strikes midnight, one woman will face public humiliation, a couple's dream will be shattered, and the DeMera mansion will echo with a voice that Salem thought it would never hear again. Let's dive into Days of Our Lives for Friday, October 31st, a night Salem will never forget. The night glitters with gold and mystery. At the Anastasia Sands Halloween Masquerade, Salem's elite move like shadows under chandeliers, silk gowns, polished masks, and whispered secrets that glide through the air like perfume. And in the center of it all, stands Stephanie Johnson. Dressed in a flowing silver gown, her mask sparkling with the reflection of every flashing light, she's the image of confidence. Or at least, that's what she wants everyone to see. For weeks, Stephanie has planned this moment, a public reveal that would redefine her after months of scandal, heartbreak, and whispers behind closed doors. Tonight, she isn't just stepping into the spotlight, she's reclaiming her story. Finally, Salem will know her not as a victim, but as the creative force behind the successful brand Anastasia Sands. The crowd quiets as she approaches the microphone. The music fades, the lights dim, and anticipation fills the room like static before a storm. Stephanie smiles behind her mask. This is her redemption. But Salem has a cruel sense of humor. A flicker, a phone alert. Murmurs ripple through the guests. Faces twist with confusion, then shock. Before Stephanie can speak, the large screen behind her lights up, flashing confidential emails, design files, and private messages, all tied to Anastasia Sands. Every secret she's ever guarded, now exposed for the world to see. Her mask slips. Gasps echo. Her smile freezes, and in her eyes, pride turns to panic. This isn't an accident, it's a hit job. Someone wanted to ruin her, and they chose the one night she couldn't defend herself. Stephanie's hands tremble, but she refuses to run. Still, as she scans the crowd, searching for the traitor hidden behind a mask, one thought burns in her mind: who betrayed her, and why tonight? Was it jealousy, revenge, or something even darker, waiting to rise with the Halloween moon? As the ballroom dissolves into chaos, another story quietly unfolds in the corner, one of suspicion and control. Alex Kyriakis stands at the edge of the crowd, his sharp eyes tracking every movement. But he's not watching Stephanie. He's watching Jeremy Horton. Jeremy looks uneasy, too uneasy. He's been hanging around the Anastasia Sands project for weeks, claiming to help with logistics. But now, after Stephanie's public humiliation, all eyes are turning toward him. Earlier this week, Stephanie questioned his loyalty. Now, with the leak exposed, Salem's rumor mill spins fast, faster than ever, and one name keeps surfacing: Jeremy. Alex moves through the crowd with quiet authority, every step deliberate. When he finally corners Jeremy near the back exit, the music drowns out their voices, but not the tension. "Whatever game you're playing," Alex says, his voice low and edged with steel, "end it. Now." Jeremy smirks, feigning innocence. "Game? You think I'd risk everything for gossip?" But Alex doesn't flinch. Because under that polished charm and designer suit, he's still a Kyriakis, and Kyriakises don't deal in empty threats. His warning is more than anger, it's a promise. If Jeremy had any part in destroying Stephanie's moment, no amount of family connections or charm will protect him. The silence that follows is razor sharp. And yet, something in Jeremy's eyes flickers, not guilt, exactly, but fear. Fear of what, though? Exposure? Or someone else pulling the strings behind him? As Alex walks away, the camera lingers on Jeremy's face. He exhales slowly, shoulders tense. He knows he's being watched. Because in Salem, even secrets have witnesses, and the wrong whisper can turn an ally into an enemy overnight. Could Jeremy really be the one who betrayed Stephanie? Or is he just a pawn caught in someone else's twisted game? One thing's for sure, tonight's confrontation was only the beginning, and Alex's warning might be the spark that ignites a war. While chaos reigns in the ballroom, across town, the lights at Sweet Bits Bakery burn low. The once bustling shop is quiet now, just two figures sitting by the window, surrounded by half-melted candles and the faint scent of sugar and cinnamon. Johnny DiMera and Chanel Dupree. Once Salem's golden couple, full of laughter, plans, and dreams of a family. But tonight, their smiles are gone. Their adoption application has been reconsidered. Two sterile words that crush months of hope. The agency gave no explanation, only a formal email, cold and final. Chanel stares down at her phone, scrolling through the message again and again, as if reading it one more time will change it. Johnny, silent, runs his hands through his hair. His costume still lies crumpled beside him, forgotten like their plans. They were supposed to spend the night handing out candy, imagining their future as parents. Instead, they're sitting in the dark, wondering who took that dream away. Chanel's voice trembles. This doesn't make sense. Everything was approved. We did everything right. Johnny looks up, his jaw tight. Someone made a call. Her eyes widen. You think someone interfered? He nods slowly. This is Salem. Nothing just happens. Especially not when your last name is DiMera. There's no anger in his tone, just quiet resignation. For Johnny, this isn't the first time he's watched happiness slip away because of his family's shadow. Chanel tries to stay strong, but her voice cracks. I just wanted us to have something good, Johnny. Something that's ours. He reaches for her hand, but even that gesture feels fragile. Their heartbreak is soft, intimate, but it lingers like smoke. Halloween was supposed to be their beginning. But tonight, they realize something all Salem lovers learn eventually. Love here doesn't just get tested, it gets haunted. And as the clock nears midnight, outside the bakery window, a gust of wind blows out the last candle. Inside, they sit in silence, unaware that across town, other masks are falling, and other lives are about to shatter. At the Salem Inn, the storm outside rattles the windows. The curtains sway in the dim light, and in the silence between thunderclaps, Kat Green sits motionless on the edge of her bed. Her right arm is wrapped in a clean white bandage, a reminder of how close she came to death. The stabbing wasn't random, she knows that now. It was a message, but from who? And why her? She stares at the blood-stained dress folded on the chair, her mind replaying the moment over and over. The flash of a knife. The stranger's eyes. The feeling of cold steel grazing her skin. Whoever wanted her silenced didn't plan to miss twice. Then, the door bursts open. Leo Stark storms in, all nervous energy and restless charm, his phone already recording. Kat, darling, he exclaims, you've survived the Salem slasher. The world deserves your exclusive. But Kat doesn't flinch. Her voice is steady, her tone sharp. This isn't gossip, Leo. It's a warning. She slides a small envelope across the table. Inside, a photograph. Aaron Green. Young, handsome, and very familiar. Leo frowns. Who's this? Kat's reply is a whisper. Tessero's real father. The words hang in the air like poison. Leo's grin fades into shock, then intrigue, then something darker. For him, scandal is currency, and this is the kind of story that could change everything. A paternity secret tied to Salem's most mysterious baby? It's the kind of revelation that could set the town on fire. Kat leans forward, her eyes sharp despite the fatigue. You think you can handle the truth, Leo? Be careful. Salem doesn't forgive those who dig too deep. But Leo's already halfway out the door, dialing his next contact, his ambition louder than her warning. Trust me, sweetheart, he says with a smirk. I always land on my feet. As the door closes behind him, the lights flicker, once, twice, then dim. Kat exhales, glancing toward the mirror across the room. For a second, she swears she sees movement, a shape behind her reflection. She turns sharply. Nothing. Only the empty shadows. But something about the silence feels wrong. Tony DiMera is still missing. And whispers of a resurrection project are starting to surface again, experiments, records, names she shouldn't have read. Kat presses a trembling hand to her chest, whispering, "What have I gotten myself into?" Because in Salem, secrets don't stay buried, and neither do the people who keep them. The scene shifts to the DiMera mansion, its Gothic halls glowing faintly under flashes of lightning. Portraits of DiMera's past stare down from the walls like silent judges. A storm rages outside, but inside, there's a stillness that feels unnatural. E.J. DiMera sits alone in his study. The fire has burned low, and the only light comes from the glass of scotch in his hand. He's been restless all night, ever since Tony disappeared without a trace. Files lie open on his desk, surveillance photos, DNA charts, and something that looks disturbingly like medical records. They're all stamped with a single, chilling word: resurrection. Then, the phone rings. A single shrill tone that slices through the silence. E.J. hesitates before answering. "DiMera," he says cautiously. Static. Then, a voice. "E.J., you've failed me." He freezes. That voice. It's deep, commanding, cold, and unmistakable. "Father?" he whispers. But there's no reply, just faint breathing on the other end, and the sound of something mechanical in the background. A heartbeat monitor? Machinery? The line cuts abruptly. The phone drops from his hand, clattering to the floor. E.J.'s breathing quickens. "No," he mutters to himself. "It's impossible. You're dead." But when he glances toward the cabinet, he sees it. A silhouette reflected in the glass. Tall, broad-shouldered, the posture of a king who never stayed buried. "Tony?" he calls. No answer. "Andre?" The figure doesn't move. Then, a faint whisper fills the room, almost inaudible but unmistakable. "The phoenix rises again." The lightning flashes, and the shadow vanishes. E.J. stumbles back, gripping the desk, his face pale with realization. Because whether it's ghost, clone, or scientific miracle, someone, or something, has returned. And if the phoenix truly lives again, Salem's darkest dynasty is about to reclaim its throne. And just like that, Halloween in Salem ends, not with laughter, but with fear. The masquerade is over. The masks are gone. And every secret has a price. Stephanie's career lies in ruins after a betrayal too personal to forgive. Alex's warning may ignite a feud that tears through families. Johnny and Chanel's love story has crumbled under invisible manipulation. And Leo Stark, chasing a headline, may have just stepped into a deadly game he doesn't understand. But while the living struggle with heartbreak and ambition, something ancient has stirred in the dark, something Salem thought it had buried long ago. The voice on the phone. The missing DiMera. The flicker of a shadow in Kat's mirror. It all points to one chilling truth. The phoenix never dies. If Stefano DiMera has truly risen again, then every soul in Salem will soon pay the price, because when the patriarch returns, he doesn't seek peace. He seeks control, and this time, he may not come back alone. So as the clock strikes midnight, thunder rolls across the mansion's roof, and the lights flicker once more, Salem holds its breath. Because the real horror is only beginning. This has been your Days of Our Lives spoiler breakdown for Friday, October 31st, a night of terror, truth, and transformation. What did you think, Days fans? Who betrayed Stephanie at the masquerade? Will Johnny and Chanel's heartbreak push them apart for good? And could the voice on EJ's phone truly belong to Stefano DiMera himself? Let us know your theories in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more Days of Our Lives drama and analysis every week. Because in Salem, the masks may fall, but the secrets never do.